Hello, everybody. My name is Allison Dunning. I'm with Balloon Art by Merrymakers out of Greeley, Colorado. And this is the first of hopefully many balloon videos that I'm going to make. So I have told myself this year, once a week, I am going to develop a new design, mostly air-filled, some helium possibly will be incorporated. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the parts and pieces put together. I'm going to assemble it, and then I will post the final product on my balloondeliverables.com website so that my people in Colorado can order it and send it to their loved ones for whatever reason. Of course, Valentine's Day is coming up. So my first design I'm going to come up with is what I call Love Monkeys. And it involves two monkeys holding a heart in between them, and there'll be a big palm tree. So in this video, you can see this is a frame. For those of you who are balloon artists, you'll know a lot of what I'm doing, and I'll kind of talk a little bit through as I'm doing this. I just want to kind of go through my process. So I'm going to do a horizontal landscape with chocolate balloons. And I put them all together. Pretty much this whole design is built with latex. And this is the only framework that's in here. And so when I go to deliver this to you, I can just put it all on this frame and pop it into your house. And then there you get to enjoy it for a week until it's all small and crumbly looking. So anyway, so I'm going to take a 260, which right now I'm using Qualitex balloons. I use all sorts of different kinds of balloons. Qualitex I primarily use. 260s are the long, skinny balloons that we twist balloons out of them, animals out of. And then I'm going to take some pre-inflated balloons that are pre-sized. So this is what we call a quad. And I'm going to put the quads together. So I'm going to actually use the latex 260 as my rubber band, I guess, for lack of a better way to say it. So I need a smaller one. So because this is what we call a square pack, so you can see one is bigger than the other. So my second one's going to go on top. And then I'm going to have a larger one on top of there. And then I'm going to put another small one. And another large one. And they're nestling kind of on top of each other. Another small one, and I'm going to finish off with another big one. So the sizes, for any of you who might be following along, who wants to know, on the PA, which is a Precision Air by Conwin, I use 1.0 for my large and 0.5 for my small. And so this has now created a square pack column. So super simple to put together, makes for a very nice framework to be able to build things on. If I was building this for yard art, I would put I would actually not use a 260, I'd use a 350 or 360 and I would double it up and go through a couple of times. So I'm gonna just lay this down horizontally, like you think of a landscape, and I'm going to put it on the bottom of this pole, just part of it. So I'm going to just go in two quads, wedge it on there, and I will tie that on. And what you can't see here, what I will try is you can see the post comes out. We have 2 quads here. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming out this side. This is where a lot of action is going to happen. This is going to become a palm tree. So now the next thing I'm going to build is my palm tree. Sorry for all the bending down. This is 260 Qs, 2 mochas, 2 chocolates, and I'm going to wrap them in a spiral pattern around the pole, which is a very fun technique. So I have the 4 going out like a star, and then I'm going to take them and hopefully in just a minute, you will get to see what I am building here. And like every good home production, it takes a while to get it together. So I'm kind of coming up the pole and you start seeing it swirling there. And so at the top of my balloon, I just take one of them. It's going to be an aha moment for many balloon artists out there. I don't tie them in knots yet. I just kind of twist them around each other and then I pop them off. Not quite that far because that means I may lose that. But I have two pieces here that I can use to tie. And as a balloon artist, because I always have so many balloons, I use balloons to tie everything together. It just makes it easier. It's biodegradable. I don't worry about little parts and pieces getting on the ground or anything of the like. So I'm going to just tie this last one up. Now, if you don't tie these off when you are at the top, they will eventually come undone. So now I have a nice secure tree with my landscape at the bottom. And then I already have made my tree topper, which is 350 Qs. And these are twisted. I call this finessing them when you put a bend in them. And it's just a matter of bending them. Now, if you don't like popping balloons, this is not for you. Don't try it because you will pop a lot of balloons. So I'm going to wrap this around so that it is nice and snug and secure. And so now I have this tree on here. And I have my base all put together. And so my very first little guy is I have a little monkey here. We've already twisted these. My husband and I are longtime balloon twisters. We've been doing this for almost 20 years. And so this little guy, we're gonna just attach him into the top and I'll trim off all my extra pieces, but I'm gonna attach a 260 on there. And I'm gonna attach this little critter to the pole inside of the tree. And that way you can't see my mechanics. Hiding your mechanics is very important to professional balloon decor or balloon decorating. So now we have our little monkey. Looks like she lost her little belly. And then I have some glue dots or U-glue. This is one of our favorite products. Let's see if I can get up close so you can see it. These are U-glue dashes. I'm going to put one on her hand. Actually, let me figure out where I want to put her. Let's have the heart. So this is a foil heart. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to put a U-glue dash on the tail and just tuck the tail up. That way, when you look at it from the front, you just see the heart. You don't see the tail. And I have to figure out where I want everybody since I'm kind of building this as we go. So what I'm hoping is that I can glue her little hands. So it's a guy monkey and a girl monkey. Valentine's Day, of course. And I'm hoping to kind of give them a decorative little edge here. So there's our one monkey. And here's our other little monkey. You can see how cute this one is. And this one, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to kind of put this one on the edge here of our sculpture, which I don't know if you can see very well. So what I'll have to do, because this arm is kind of big, in order to make this heart work in the middle here, I'm going to have to probably glue a couple of places. I kind of like the heart being, I would rather the heart where their hands are on either side of the heart, holding on to it, but I don't know if that's what's going to ultimately happen here. I think we're going to have to tie our monkey into the base here, and then I'm going to have to re-glue our monkey, which could result in disaster happening. It has been known to happen. So I think I'm going to have her little hand be behind the heart. Here. That way she's holding on to it this way. Grabbing another 260Q. I'm going to wrap it around this little monkey's bottom. And the beauty about that is they just wedge in there, and then I can just tie it on. And this little monkey I can place wherever I want. Retwist a leg when they come undone. Sometimes they need a little coaxing to be what we want. Put his tail behind him. And then this one, I think we are going to have to put the arm. Let's see. Where do I want this? Like this. Let's put our heart right here with our arm. My glue dots, glue dashes. You glue won't like me very much if I don't call it correct. And I'm gonna put it here on his arm. And then what I'll do is I'll go in and fix, whoops, Pop goes weasel. Pop does happen all the time with balloons. So in building these things for real life, make sure you have a lot of time. Videotaping, obviously, the world gets a little crazy. So I know I'm gonna need to add a belly and another arm on that little guy. And then we have our heart. I want to attach to the bottom. On there. Making sure our heart is attached and it won't fly away, which it won't fly away anyways because not helium inflated. I try not to use helium because helium is a non-renewable resource. And so we want to make sure that we're doing everything in our power to use resources that we can reuse and have available to us. Sorry, sometimes when you manipulate them around, they don't want to stay where you put them. So we've got a little monkey, we've got a palm tree, we've got the two monkeys side by side. And then what I'll do is I will fix up these last couple of pieces and then I'll post a final picture of the final design. Just wanted to give you an idea of kind of how I assemble them. Celebrate everything until further notice. And if you like this, please push like and share. Thank you.